train derailment has caused a toxic cloud to appear over this. There's been an explosion, apparently a large tanker car containing chlorine and... Due to a nearby chemical spill, the entire city...
Come on, kids, let's go inside. Come on, let's go inside. Hurry up, Judy, come on. Let's go inside.
Hello there. I'm Pete Demetrio with KFWB Radio, and I've stepped from behind the microphone out of doors to tell you something important about going indoors. That's what this video is all about, going inside. Now, it may sound unimportant, but it isn't. In fact, this video is about a very important subject known as shelter in place. It's what you need to do if a dangerous chemical is ever accidentally spilled or released in your neighborhood. Stay with us to learn how you can be aware and prepare for such an emergency. The world we live in today is an industrial one. We make, move, and use products that are created from chemicals that can be hazardous to humans. As a result, there's a remote possibility that a hazardous chemical could be spilled during a train derailment, a freeway accident, or a manufacturing accident. A hazardous chemical emergency could be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. That means that you might not be able to see or smell anything, but that it is still quite dangerous. So how can you tell if there's been a hazardous chemical emergency? Well, most often you'll be notified by the local authorities. However, you should take action if you notice any of the following. An unusual smell or sound, such as an explosion. Visible smoke, fire, or a vapor cloud. Skin or eye irritation, or breathing difficulty. If a hazardous chemical emergency should occur in your neighborhood, the most important thing is to take action quickly. Create an emergency plan just like you have in the event of a fire or an earthquake. Include in the plan the steps you will take to protect yourself and your family. During a hazardous chemical emergency, you should go inside and stay put. This procedure is called shelter in place. You can use your entire house or only a few rooms. Make sure you choose an area that has a telephone, water, toilets, and that can be easily sealed off. A bedroom is an excellent choice. Next, assign tasks. Each person in the family should have a job for which they are capable and responsible. Then rehearse by having emergency drills. Make a checklist of what needs to be done. Include emergency phone numbers for the doctor, a nearby emergency room, fire and police, and local TV channels and radio stations with frequent news broadcasts. Keep this list updated and inside the emergency kit you may already have for earthquakes. Make sure that it includes the following: 2 rolls of duct tape, scissors, towels, drinking water, toilet supplies and any necessary medications, a portable battery-operated radio, a flashlight, extra batteries, and once again, your checklist. Store your emergency kit in a place that you can get to quickly and easily. So far, you've received information that will allow you to prepare for a hazardous chemical emergency. Let's now turn our attention to what you should do in the remote chance that such an emergency happens in your neighborhood. First, take action and shelter in place. Do not leave unless you are asked to do so. Instead, immediately go inside. Then shut off heaters and air conditioners. After all, you do not want the outside air to be pulled into your house. Additionally, make sure all fireplace dampers are closed. Go to the area you've chosen to shelter in place. Close all doors, windows, vents, or any other openings to the outside. Ensure that all the openings are sealed airtight with duct tape or wet towels. If you think chemicals are still leaking into your home, cover your mouth and your nose with a wet cloth or towel. Next, tune in to your local news radio or local TV station to learn more about the emergency. During any emergency, it is important to stay off the phone. Do not tie up regular or cellular phone lines that are needed by the fire, police, and sheriff's departments. Call 911 only if there is an injury or other immediate emergency. Do not call 911 for information on the status of the emergency. The best thing you can do is stay put and listen to the radio or TV as the spill or release is monitored by local officials. If evacuation is necessary, in most cases, your local fire department or law enforcement agency will contact you with complete instructions on what to do. When the emergency is over, the fire department will issue an all clear. That means you can now open doors and windows to let in fresh air and move your family outside. If you are not at home and a hazardous chemical emergency should occur, the same steps apply. Follow them at your office, in a shopping mall, at school, even in your car. Just make sure you have all windows, doors, and outside vents closed when you shelter in place in your vehicle. Never attempt to drive through a gas cloud. Turn on your radio to listen for further instructions. If you are outside when you detect an emergency, cover your nose and mouth with a handkerchief or cloth. Remember that the chemical is moving with the wind, so you should move crosswind with the wind at your side. Find shelter as soon as possible. Go inside, stay inside, and follow the shelter-in-place procedure. Once again, those steps are: get inside, turn off heaters and air conditioners and close fireplace dampers. Close and seal all doors and windows. Cover your nose and mouth with a wet cloth if necessary. Listen to your radio or TV and wait for the all clear signal to move outside. Whether it's a fire, earthquake, or a hazardous chemical emergency, we all hope these disasters do not happen. Unfortunately, they sometimes do. What's important is that we all be aware and prepare.